Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Nuggets in Denver. Looking at Denver, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Kobe Bryant now in the twilight of his career, very few have had his fuel and his drive. Shaq, you played with him. Give me your thoughts on Kobe.
Yes, he has 5 championships. Yes, he's passed up Michael Jordan in scoring, but he wants to win more than anyone else in the league. He still obsesses over it. He's the biggest critic, and it drives his game. We don't know if this is going to be his last year. He said he doesn't know, but this guy.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. It's a Nuggets home game. The fans around us are amped up here in the Pepsi Center. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Mudiay, can be a game-changing player, was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Here's Foy. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Lets it go from deep, and it's Randy Foy with the three. Foy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Foy. Floats one up. Gallinari with the rebound. And it's the Nuggets ball. It's a 3-point game. Mudiay with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Fareed the pass to Foy. Releases. Rebound the Lakers. Russell with it. Feeds to Hibbert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
Now, here's Mudiay. There's the pass to Fareed. Fareed, a screen on Kobe. Gallinari. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really I like the movement and communication there.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. Outside, Russell. Back to Kobe. Goes up the baseline. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Bryant's got his first 2 points.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Here is Bryant. Denver getting their last shot to go. Second shot opportunity, and Hibbert lays it up and in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And here's Foy. Clock at 6. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. The Lakers trail. The drive by Bryant, and they take the lead. Kobe's got his second bucket.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Screen by Fareed. Moutier dishes to Fareed, and Hibbert with the block. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Feeds it to Bryant. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Reed. Hickson comes in for Gallinari. Will Barton, he's checked in for Randy Ford. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Chandler, the pass to Barton. Over to the left wing. Nelson, no one around him. Here's Hickson, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the Lakers get called for the foul. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Now, here's Bryant. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Nelson against Williams. Nurkic kicks to Nelson. Dishes it to Chandler. The tray. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson. That's 7 points for Wilson Chandler.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Pass to Williams. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. There's a screen by Williams. Young dishes to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hickson, a screen on Williams. Williams against Nelson. High post shot. Here's Nurkic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here is Bryant. Pulls it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bryant's got 8 points. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Nick Young is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then there's Robert Sacre, and it's Russell in at the 1. Now, here is Gallinari. Following the miss by Lewis Williams. Now Gallinari uses the glass to finish the layup. Gallinari's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Nuggets.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Now, here is Russell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it to Gallinari. Score of the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Now, here is Gallinari. Fades back. No good. Nice D from Russell.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
It's deflected. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Williams, pushing their lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Denver lead.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Fareed is checked in. Now, here is Young. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Young against Gallinari. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Another shot, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the middle, here's Hibbert. Banked in off the glass. Hibbert's got his second basket of the night.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Moutier with the ball. He's guarded by Russell. That's tipped. And Fareed kicks to Gallinari. Back to Fareed. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Hibbert hits the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Moutier. He dishes it to Foy. Screen by Fareed. Foy, the pass to Nurkic. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Young dishes to Russell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Young kicks to Clarkson. Fires for three. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Shooting lots more threes here in the second.
And given their percentages, I'm not sure that's a good idea. They've struggled to connect from the perimeter.
Now here's Moutier. 1:33 left in the first half. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Timeout called the Lakers. A different look for Denver. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Nurkic. Will Barton comes in for Randy Foy. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Ryan is checked in for the Lakers. A minute 20 left now here in the second. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Ryan in the post. 8 points for him. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. It goes on Kenneth Faried. And the Lakers making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Now, here's Clarkson. Picked by Randall. Clarkson kicks to Randall. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Chandler. He has 7. Gallinari up top. From the top of the key, he buries it. Gallinari's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Up top, Kobe. Gallinari covering. Kobe attacking. Can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Barton kicks to Nelson with 2 seconds left, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. With 1 on the clock, no good trying to beat the buzzer. And the
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Going out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. Kenneth Faried is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Moutier in at point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now, here's Bryant. Randall passes to Clarkson. He feeds it to Randall. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Moutier, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Moutier's got 8.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Bryant dishes to Clarkson. He kicks to Hibbert. from the baseline. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got his third rebound on the night. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. No one near Moutier as he lets it go, but they recover it. They get it back. Lakers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Kobe attacking. Denver grabs the miss. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Russell. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. He just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Gallinari. And the Lakers also making a switch. Nick Young's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Moutier. 8 points for him. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant, words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league and the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what? I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by the Lakers. Inside, and Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now, here is Russell. And it's Hibbert missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Moutier with the ball, defended by Young. Chandler outside. Screen by Fareed. Chandler kicks to Fareed. And Hibbert with the block. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kobe.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And, you know, Denver was not that good against the West last season, but they weren't as bad as you would have thought. Managed to get 19 wins against the rest of the conference, and we know how tough the West is, so that's not shabby.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Reed. Will Barton comes in for Randy Foy. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. The Lakers also making some changes. Zachary, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Randy. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. Well, last year for the Nuggets, they were really searching, and they finished 12th in the Western Conference. Greg, they were 30-52.
You know, not a great place to be.
No,
let's face it. I mean, Kevin, Denver never really had a shot at the postseason, but weren't good enough to land a high draft pick either.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Barton passes to Chandler. It's rebounded by Bass. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Fires from 14. Can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Here's Nelson. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Bryant. And it's good from the elbow. Kobe's got 6 here in this quarter. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Nelson against Williams. Chandler inside the line. And another miss by Denver.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Kobe. Here is Bass. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To the middle, to tie. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Martin in the corner. Now here's Hickson. Defense right on him. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Young. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. So it's Denver now. They've led by as much as 10. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Brandon Bass is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Williams. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And yes, sir, that one drops. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Denver in the lead. Moutier dishes to Fareed. Gallinari against Williams. A nice shot by Gallinari.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Now here's Hibbert. Hibbert with a screen for Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Hibbert kicks to Bass. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Hickson. Randy Foye is on the way. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Russell. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Moutier kicks to Hickson. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Williams.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Timeout called the Lakers. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The feed to Williams. To the paint. Gallinari with the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Shoots from the right block. And it's Gallinari again missing. Lakers trail by 4. And Bryant kicks to Williams. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Foye, following the score by Lou Williams. Foye, the pass to Fareed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Right side, Williams. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 4. Mudiay dishes to Gallinari. Nurkic a screen on Bryant. Here's Gallinari. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Russell kicks to Bryant. Hibbert with the screen. Bryant passes to Russell. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here is Gallinari. Screen by Nurkic. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Gallinari.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1:43 left in the fourth. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Williams. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Unloads from 13. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And 11 points for D'Angelo Russell. Denver calls timeout. They're leading by 1. 1:35 left in the game. Here's Mudiay. No good off the back of the rim.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. So that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. .25 left here in the fourth quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 1. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Gallinari against Bryant. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Mudiay. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
The drive by Bryant. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
Mudiay with the ball. Russell's there.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The game has come down to this.
Ginormous possession here.
What intensity.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Denver calls timeout. They're losing by 1. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Nuggets making a change here. Fareed is checked in. .23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Moutier. Nice D from Russell.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he is unable to get the second one. Over in the corner, Boyd. Right between the eyes. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run.
And the Lakers with possession here. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
So it's the Nuggets taking the...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
The Lakers. Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Danilo Gallinari.
The thing that has to jump out at you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started.